dancer, dance. Go hit now dance. Go hit now dance. Go hit now dancer, dance. Dancer. Go hit now dance. Dancer. Go hit now dance. Dancer. Go hit now dancer, dance. Dancer. Go hit now dance. Dancer. Go hit now dance. Dancer. Go hit now dance. Dancer. Hit now dancer. Hit now dancer. Go hit now dancer. Dancer. Hit now dancer. Hit now dancer. Go hit now dancer. Dancer. Hit now dancer. Hit now dancer. Go hit now dancer. Dancer. Hit now dancer. Hit now dancer. Go hit now dancer.